at your service. Kaya naman, ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa amin to improve our programs on air and online. Para alam ni teacher yung strengths as well as the things in your mind na mas makatutulong sa mas effective na pagkatuto sa teleradyo. Please take time to send your feedbacks via Teleradyo Mu, which you can access by scanning the QR code on the right or typing the URL provided here, bit.ly/3ORVAY9. One more, this time you follow. bit.ly/3ORVAY9. Kaya send your hashtag TBH o hashtag RT dito sa Teleradyo Mu kung saan ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa teleradyo.
Makinig, manood na sa teleradyo. Makinig, manood na sa teleradyo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Sa gitna ng mapanubok na panahon, magkahatid sa kaakibat ay diskusyon. Sama-sama tayo, kahit magkalayo. Sa programang ito, tiyak ang pagkatuto. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
You learn, we learn at Teleradyo. And while our darkest moments test our dedication to read and write to become the best in all occasions, determination, a resolution to do our mission for your ambition. I learn, you learn, we learn at Teleradyo. I learn, you learn, we learn at Teleradyo. And while our darkest moments test our dedication, your generation gets the best of education.
Live at Teleradyo Studio, please welcome your teacher broadcaster, Ma'am Hilda P. Magahis.
Good afternoon, Delpilarians! You are tuned in to Teleradyo Marcelo, ang telearalan ng bawat Maloleño. We are so glad to have you here at Teleradyo Marcelo. I am Mrs. Hilda P. Magahis, your teacher for I Learn segment this afternoon. How was your day, everyone? I hope you are all doing fine because today we will having fun and exciting discussion. Be excited and attentive as you listen to our broadcast. Are you ready, Delpilarians? Have no fear, for we are here. Let's make reading and writing fun and exciting. Welcome to iLearn, innovative ways to learn reading and writing skills. Where I learn, you learn, we learn at Teleradyo Marcelo. Are you ready, Delpilarians? Do not forget to type in your name, strand, and section in our comment section for more fun and exciting learning. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share Teleradyo Marcelo on Facebook and YouTube channel. Here, you can rewatch the lessons that you've missed so that you can learn anytime, anywhere with Teleradyo Marcelo, ang telearalan ng bawat Maloleño.
Teleradio, Teleradio Marcelo, Teleradio, Teleradio Marcelo, Teleradio, Teleradio Marcelo.
Before we start our discussion for today with Sir John Lester Zamora, let me see if you could recall what we discussed last week. For us to remember our past lesson, we have here the representatives of each strand. Okay, hi guys, how are you? Will you please introduce yourself? Let us start with Shannon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shannon Fajardo, and I am from 11 STEM K. Shout out to my advisor, Ma'am Jesusa San Juan Angeles.
Okay, thank you, Shannon. What about Daniela?
Good morning, Delpilarians. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Daniela Ignacia from 11 ABMB. Shout out to my advisor, Ma'am Hilda Magahis.
Okay, thank you. What about Eunice?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eunice B. Cruz from UMS 11B, and shout out to my advisor, Sir Rayo.
Thank you. What about Leila?
Good morning, Delpilarians. I am Leila Sharia Escorbella from 11 Arts and Sciences. Shout out to my advisor, Sir Patriot.
Okay, thank you. And then last, Paulo.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paulo Chido Rosario from PBL9 Cookery B. And shout out to my advisor, Ma'am Janina Venturina.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, I believe that you really learned a lot from the lesson last week. Aside from the things that you have mentioned, let us have another review in the form of a game. Are you familiar with Guess the Gibberish? Are you familiar with the Guess the Gibberish, guys?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am.
All right, that's nice. What we're going to do is to read the set of unrelated words and decipher them into words or phrases which were mentioned in the previous topic. For example, can you guess this gibberish? Okay, everyone, take a look. Is this word? Okay, will you write your answer? Okay, show me your answer now. All right. Very good. The word is opinion. And it is an assertion which is based on facts. But is it difficult to objectively verify because of the uncertainty of producing satisfactory proofs of soundness? Did you get it? Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Okay, thumbs up. Okay, get your pen and bond paper or whiteboard. Okay, just raise it once you're done, and the first to get the correct answer will get the point. Our dear viewers, you can also type in your answers in our comment section. For our first gibberish, okay, take a look at this word. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, raise your paper once you're done. All right. Very good. The answer is convention. So convention, it is a way in which something is done, similar to traditions and norms. All right? So for our next gibberish, take a look at these words. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, show me your answer. All right, very good. The answer is basic assertion. Okay, basic assertion is a simple and straightforward statement for expressing feelings, opinions, and beliefs. Alright? For our third gibberish, okay, take a look at this set of words. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? That's great! The answer is emphatic assertion. An emphatic assertion conveys sympathy to someone and usually has two parts. Okay, let's have now the fourth gibberish. Okay? You may write your answers on our comment section. Our dear viewers, our dear Derpelarians, are you ready? Awesome! The answer is... Show me your answer, guys. The answer is escalating. Okay, it occurs when someone is not able to give a response to a person's basic assertions. Now, for our last one. Okay, take a look at these words. Are writing theirs. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me your answers. Good job! The answer is language assertion. Language assertion involves the first person pronoun I and is useful for expressing negative feelings. Okay, that's it for our guest, the gibberish. Thank you, my dear Dalpelarians, for actively participating in our first activity. We hope that everyone enjoyed it. Okay, bye! Now, let's have another activity and I'm inviting everyone to participate with this one. I will show you 5 statements and what you're going to do is to tap the heart button or the heart react. A, if you agree with the statement and tap the care button if you disagree. Did you get it? Again, heart button if you agree and care if you disagree. Okay? So for the first statement, we should always evaluate the things around us. Alright? So let me see your reactions. Wow! Heart, heart, heart. Love, love, love. Okay. Nice one. Next, we should listen attentively for us to respond accordingly. Okay, let me see your reactions. Heart, heart, heart. Love, love, love. Okay, thank you, Patricia Marie Kahurao, for your participation. Christina Baliton, hello from STEM E. Nice yan, heart. For the third one, we can be successful without considering others people's opinions. What is your reaction? Care or heart? Let me see. Ayan. Heart, heart, heart. Hello to Atalia Gracia Rosario. Okay. Jamie Rose Dionisio, hello. Okay, thank you, Dalpilarians, for your active participation. Okay, grade 11 students, thank you so much. Okay, for the fourth statement, we as writers must address or consider what the reader might say about our works. Okay, let me see your reaction. Yes, care, care. Ayan. Heart. Okay, thank you, Micaela Muyar. Yan, Pauline Faith Evangelista. Shout out to all the grade 11 Dalpilarians. And the last one, we always have to think of all the possible arguments that we might receive. Okay, let me see your reactions. Alright, care. Some others, heart. Ayan, hello. Jerome Adriano from 11 STEM age. Okay, shout out to my advisory class, 11 ABMB. Okay. Thank you, Dalpilarians. Love, love, love. Okay. So now, let us proceed with our new discussion with Sir John Lester Zamora. Goodbye and thank you. See you again.
Good afternoon once again. I am John Lester Zamora and I will be with you for the next 15 minutes to discuss our lesson for today. So, sit up straight, get a pen and paper to take notes with, listen very carefully, and try not to fall asleep. Today, we will be banking on our previous lesson to level up our learning. To start, here is our learning competency. This is it, so listen very carefully. For this session, you must be able to formulate evaluative statements about the text you read, and for this session, you must evaluate counterclaims in response to claims made in a text read. We have new words to unpack here, so let us get right to it. Let us talk about evaluative statements again, but coupled with a different term this time. Just like what was mentioned last time, every day, each of us can evaluate the things around us, especially if they matter to us, to you personally. The problem, however, is that we do not listen enough to be able to respond accordingly. Most of the time, we are focused on what we have to say, that we do not know how to evaluate what has been said towards us or an issue. The same can be said for reading and writing. We must evaluate counterclaims so that we can give justice to what has been given to us. But what is a counterclaim? How is it different from an assertion? Let us find out. While there are assertions, there are what we call responses to those assertions. Reading and writing has always been responsive in nature because in the very sense of these acts, they are just another means of communication with a different background and context. These responses are what we call counterclaims. Remember, whatever you write is arguing to get the reader to accept your claim. An effective written work addresses what the other side might say and explains why that point of view is wrong or whether it can be improved. This is the function of the counterclaim. And just like assertions, you have to treat it the same way and see if it has enough evidence or explanation. If that is what is required, since we have different types of assertions. To be more precise, counterclaims are evaluative statements of assertions themselves, since they evaluate the assertion and tell the reader what is wrong with it. Let us talk about counterclaims some more. According to Kenneth Middle School, a counterclaim is the argument or one of the arguments opposing your thesis statement. At this point, you should already know what a thesis statement is because you already learned that. In your paragraphs, you make it clear to the reader exactly what you plan on proving and how you plan to go about proving it. This paragraph is where you show the reader that you have considered the opposing side's viewpoint and find it to be weak or invalid. A counterclaim and rebuttal paragraph, if done well, gives you a chance to respond to the reader's potential arguments before they are done reading. It also shows that you have considered both sides of the debate, which strengthens your position. Of course, the lengthy counterclaims are usually opinions, since if we refute simple facts, we just make sure whether they are true or not. Facts do not stand on their own unless they are used to support an opinion. When you state facts, there is nothing proven unless you interpret the fact to matter in the discussion. Anyway, here is how you form a counterclaim. So let X be your argument or claim, and then let Y be the opposing side or opposition. So do not be intimidated by this. I am just showing you the format. In the next slide, you will see. Here is how the counterclaim would look like. Usually, they have signal words such as these to show that there is a response to the claim of the opposing side. So here is how it goes. Skeptics of X, your argument, claim Y, the opposing argument. However, these arguments are weak because of X, which is your argument. Or it can be this way. Those who oppose X, your argument, say that Y, the opposing argument, yet they are incorrect because X, which is also your argument. Obviously, this has no content, but this is how it would look like. This is how it would look like if you were to use this. Because there should be coherence and cohesion in reading and writing, of course. Just saying what you want to say would not be enough. If you just blurt out statistics or facts without looking at the order of your ideas and sentences, there is a chance that you would be misunderstood. I will show you two strategies on how you approach counter-arguments and form your own counter-argument. In short, this will be a crash course on how to rebut. The first approach you can take is to point out any obvious flaw in the counterclaim, as you can see. Of course, if something is wrong, you point it out. That is the basic rebuttal. In this example, I have highlighted the red part as the opposing argument, and the black text is supposedly your argument. I will read it for you. Many people argue that bullying is a natural part of our humanity and that preventative measures are ineffective against this element of the human condition. However, they fail to understand that bullying is a cycle that has been perpetuated for centuries and that all cycles can be broken. The first part is being refuted by the second part. That is how you should begin your counterclaim. But there is another way, especially if the statement is not necessarily wrong. So the second approach is to agree with the counterclaim, but provide new evidence that contradicts or weakens the argument. I will read the example. Advocates of the use of e-cigarettes claim that these electronic cigarettes are not toxic to others in the smoker's vicinity because it is just water vapor that is expelled into the air. They emphasize that there is no tobacco or carbon monoxide released. While this is true, what these proponents fail to mention are the other harmful elements that are in the released vapor. Note the use of the phrase, while this is true. This shows that you may agree with the statement's idea, but not its explanation or evidence. Again, you may agree that the idea is correct, but not its explanation or evidence. After this, you can then provide evidence and reasons in support of the counterclaim, but you must strongly refute it. Your rebuttal cannot just be a sentence saying this is weak evidence. You must clearly show how their evidence is weak with strong analysis. You will have to explain yourself well too, because otherwise this will simply be a messy discussion full of unsupported remarks. Have you seen the last presidential debates many years ago? You will sound like that. It is time you revisit that anyway. Alright, to make this sink in, I will show you how to make counter arguments. I really have only one here, but I hope that I can explain it in detail. If you are not satisfied with the example that I will give you, message me and give me something to rebut, and I will rebut it to the best I can. Do not expect an answer past 10 in the evening, however, because I will not answer right away. So without further ado, let us rebut some arguments. So I have here an argument for the death penalty, which we are going to rebut. I have classified the statements so that you know which parts to look at. The red part is the idea or topic sentence. The green part is the explanation, sort of. Pardon this example, it is not actually a very constructive argument, but since your eyes can only handle so much in a PowerPoint presentation, it is only this short. The black part is the evidence, as you can see. So let me read it for you. The death penalty can help provide closure for the victim's family and friends, who will no longer have to fear the return of this criminal into society. They will not have to worry about parole or the chance of escape, and will thus be able to achieve a greater degree of closure. Mary Heidkamp, a Chicago woman whose mother's killer faced the death penalty before the state governor commuted the sentences to life in prison, stated, "We were just looking forward to the death penalty. I'm so disappointed in the system. Other victims' families deemed the decision a mockery, that justice is not done." So, here is how you can approach this. Remember the two strategies I taught you a while ago? The first point of attack is to say that, is to outright say that it is wrong. Now, although you can say that the entire counterclaim is wrong, you can attack it part by part. You can attack each part and say that part is wrong. You can attack the red part, the green part, and even the evidence. By the way, fun fact, the evidence is the easiest to attack since you can always bring up alternative evidence or a fact contradicting this, since this is only a single case. But remember that attacking the evidence alone would not do much for you. So to demolish a building, you have to strike at the very foundation. You have to strike at the very idea the counter argument is promoting. Some people told me that the learning activity sheet for this is difficult. While that is true, this is very suited for your level. This is a simple argument. If you can refute this effectively, you will not have much problem writing essays, which also implies you think very well. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Let us see how it's done. Alright, this is the counter argument that I have composed. The red part is the counterclaim, the red part of the counterclaim which tells you that the opposing idea is wrong. And the green part is support somehow. So, That is the difference. Notice that I did not provide evidence as black text. Because on principle and idea alone, the opposing argument can already be debunked. It is that simple if you understand the principles of the criminal justice system, for example. So let me read it for you. Although some families may be satisfied with the death of the criminal, this statement is a hasty generalization, since other families of victims may feel that they want to see the person suffer in jail or have values against killing the person. And this argument also assumes that the criminal justice system should operate on vengeful feelings of retribution alone. Moreover, this argument is faulty for assuming that the justice system should cater to victims' families' feelings instead of standing by its principles. Punishment should be proportionate to the crime committed and not the alleged preferences of victims' families. So as you may notice, I use the first approach, which begins by saying that the argument is outright wrong. As you read the argument from a while ago, think, is this true? Does the death penalty really provide closure for families? I decided that it does not, that some families never move on, and that this generalizes all families of victims. Then I decided to take it up another level by saying that our justice system does not operate by basing on the feelings of the victim's family. This is not mafia justice that you should just take revenge or whatever. Also note that I did not see any need to rebut the evidence because one, the evidence is true, and two, if I have already debunked the foundation of the argument, then the evidence is already irrelevant. Again, if you want another example, you can message me or any of your reading and writing skills teachers. Even if I am not your teacher, you can message me as well if you want. Before I end this discussion, remember what you have learned today. A counterclaim is a response to an opposing claim. To write a proper rebuttal to a counterclaim, point out the flaw in the argument. Another way to do this is to accept the counterclaim but deny that the analysis or evidence are correct. Also remember that counterclaims are just assertions. They are almost the same. The only difference would be that they respond to an opposing argument. So to evaluate them, check whether they are responsive to the assertion or argument it is responding to. If you want, you can start rebutting your parents, but with academic disposition. That is all for my part. I am now turning you over to our next teacher, Miss Bernadette Calonzo.
Good day, everyone. I am Miss Bernadette Escalonzo, your quiz master for the We Learn segment of our discussion this afternoon with Sir John Lester A. Zamora. Before we proceed with our assessment, let us have a recap of the lesson that we discussed. Okay? So I have here a question and you can comment your answer on the comment section below. Ready? So what is the difference between a claim and a counterclaim? So I have here the definition or the difference of these two. A claim is a statement that asserts facts based on one's understanding about a particular topic or issue, while a counterclaim is a statement that contradicts one's claim and usually proven and supported by both reason and evidence. Before anything else, for more fun and exciting learning, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share Teleradio Marcelo on Facebook and on YouTube. Here you can rewatch the lessons that you missed so that you can learn anytime,
Anywhere with Teleradyo Marcelo, ang telearalan ng bawat Malolenyo.
Ikaw na.
We can now proceed with our short activity. This time, you are going to play fact or bluff. Okay? You are going to answer fact if the statement is true and bluff if it is not. Okay? So let's start with number 1. For the first question, a counterclaim is a statement that asserts facts based on one's understanding about a particular topic or issue. Is it a fact or a bluff? Okay, I would like to greet my grade 11 students. Hello, TBL 1 to 5. And always tune in to Teleradyo Marcelo or Marcelo H. Del Pilar National High School on Facebook and on YouTube. I will be waiting for your answers on the comment section now. Okay, so we have here lots of answer. This one is from Patricia Marie Kahurao, bluff. Janelle Carpio, bluff. Caril de Mesa, bluff. Gia. Egan, Isabella Ginaldo. Sienna, Dayanara, Jemima. Charles Christian Galang. Cruz Eunice. Stephen Roche Marcelino. Angel Bernardino, Carla Marie. They all and all of the students who answered bluff. Let's take a look at the answer. Very good. It is bluff because it is not a counterclaim but a claim itself. Very good, Dalpilarians. Let's move on with number 2. Counterclaims are opposite of claims. Again, for number 2, counterclaims are opposite of claims. I will be waiting for your answer again. Is it a fact or a bluff? Okay. From Angel Bernardino, Christian Galang, Sienna, Gian Roque, Egan, Patricia, and almost all of the students from grade 11, they all answer fact. Let's take a look if it's really fact. Very good. That is a fact and that is without any doubt. Very good. Now for number 3. A counterclaim agrees with the ideas of experts. Again, for number 3, a counterclaim agrees with the ideas of experts. Grade 11 students of Marcelo H. Del Pilar National High School, is it a fact or a bluff? Again, I'll be looking for your answers here. For number 3, is it a fact or a bluff? From Maria Dolores de la Cruz, Ray Oliver. From Nestle, Azalea. And by the way, I would like to greet 11 STEM H, my former advisory class last semester. Hello. And also 11 STEM K, Ma'am Jesusa. And I am their co-advisor, by the way. Okay, so they all answered bluff. Let's take a look if it is really bluff. Very good. Your answer is bluff because a counterclaim provides a conflicting angle or standpoint. Very good. Now for number 4. A counterclaim is one of the elements of position. Again, for number 4, a counterclaim is one of the elements of position. Is it fact or a bluff? Okay, let's wait for the answer. Number 4. Is it a fact or a bluff? Hello,
Jerome Adriano, Maureen Patayan, Jemima Rodriguez, and Angel. Okay, let's wait for the answer. While waiting for the answer, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share Teleradio Marcelo on Facebook and on YouTube on our official Facebook account, which is Marcelo H. Del Pilar National High School. Okay? Okay, from Trixie, William, Angel, Melissa, Gian, Nisha, Gilbay, Ray, Shana, Nathaniel, Trixie, Eliza, Diaz, Sheila, Nestle, Julian, and Mike, they all answered fact. Let's take a look at the answer for number 4. The answer is bluff because it is not an element of position but it is considered as a rebuttal. Okay? Nice try, Del Pilarian. So let us now move on with number 5. Okay. For number 5, counterclaims are claims made to rebut new claims. Again, counterclaims are claims made to rebut new claims. Grade 11 students, is it a fact or a bluff? This is for number 5. Again, counterclaims are claims made to rebut new claims. Okay? Let's wait for the answer. Thank you, by the way, grade 11 students, for your active participation on each of our broadcasts, most especially our synchronous, asynchronous, and some of our modular students who really appreciate our broadcasts weekly. And I know this can really help you in answering your modules as well. Okay, so let's take a look on the answer for number 5. Sam answered fact, while Melissa and Dolores answered bluff. Let's take a look at the answer. Very good, Dolores and Melissa. The answer is bluff because claims are made to rebut previous claims and not the new claims. Okay, very good. Now for number 6. Okay? To rebut means to affirm someone's statement even if it is wrong. Again, for number 6, to rebut means to affirm someone's statement even if it is wrong. Grade 11 students, is it fact or a bluff? Hello, Sir John Lester is watching today. Moises from Christian Gala, Atalia, Dayanara, Ray, Eliza. Okay, they answered, again, some answered bluff and some answered fact. Okay, so let's take a look at the answer. The answer is bluff. Again, to rebut means to affirm someone's statement even if it is wrong. It is bluff because to rebut means to contradict someone's statement through a formal argument. Okay? So we always need to be mindful in reading or while analyzing these statements because this is somehow tricky. Okay? Now for the last one, number 7. Kindly hit the heart button or hit the care button if you have the perfect answer as of the moment. Okay? So right now we are assuming that you got 6/6. Okay? Kindly click or hit the heart button or care button, and you can also share out the link of our live broadcast today by using hashtag #ILearn so that other grade 11 students will benefit on our live broadcast or live telecast today. Thank you, grade 11 students. Again, for number 7, this is the last one. Counterclaims provide a contrasting
perspective to the main argument. Again, counterclaims provide a contrasting perspective to the main argument. Is it a fact or a bluff? Okay, let's wait for the answer. Number 7. For number 7. Okay, so lot of the student answered fact. Is it really fact or is it bluff? Okay, so let's wait until they all answered for number 7. Again, hello grade 11, TBL 1255. Hello. I hope that you're all watching until the assessment because the online assessment is very important for our broadcast. Okay? Okay, so let's take a look at the answer. The answer is fact. Very good, grade 11 students. The answer is fact. Did you get a perfect score? It is 7/7. Kindly hit the heart button if you get 5-7 score. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, I knew that you really did well. So very good, grade 11 students. Let us now move on to the next part of our discussion today. For the second part of our assessment today, here is the QR code and the link for our online assessment. bit.ly/34 capital letter K, capital letter E, and small letter UAX. This is for our online assessment today. Again, you can scan the QR code or type the URL provided here on our screen. And take note that this is key sensitive. That's why we need to be mindful when entering the URL on our browser. So this will serve as your attendance as well for today's discussion. So don't forget to screenshot your G-forms after you input all the needed information for this one. Okay? For our evaluation, complete the paragraph with the necessary words or sentence that best describe what you have learned from our discussion. Kindly submit it on your Google Classroom or as instructed by your respective RWS teacher. So you need to follow the format here on our screen. Okay? I learned that the counterclaims are, and then you can continue it. I value knowing the difference between the assertion and counterclaims because, and for the last one, I will use this lesson on what purpose or on what other things that we can use it. Okay? And for your assignment, refer to the evaluation part of your RWS class for Q4 week number 3. Do not forget to submit your assignment to your respective Google Classroom or as instructed by your respective RWS teacher. Again, answer the evaluation part of your LAS Q4 week number 3 on reading and writing skills. And I would like to grab this opportunity to thank our RWS production team headed by our hardworking head, Mr. Paulo F. de Guzman, and the whole senior high school UMS English Language Department for their unending love and support every broadcast. And that is another quest filled with new learnings and fun. Tune in for another episode where another adventure awaits here on I Learn, innovative ways to learn reading and writing skills. Always remember, reading will never be boring if we create meaningful writings. For more fun and exciting learning, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share Teleradio Marcelo on Facebook and on YouTube. Here you can rewatch the lessons that you missed so that you can learn anytime, anywhere with Teleradio Marcelo, ang telearalan ng bawat Malolenyo. Once again, this is I Learn with Miss Hilda Magahis, Mr. John Lester Zamora,
and Miss Bernadette S. Calonzo. Class dismissed.
Teleradio, Teleradio Marcelo, Teleradio, Teleradio Marcelo, Teleradio, Teleradio Marcelo.
I learn.
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 I learn innovative ways to learn reading and writing skills.
I learn, you learn, we learn at Teleradio.
And while our darkest moments test our dedication to read and write to become the best in all occasions,
Determination, a resolution to do our mission for your ambition.
I learn,
You learn, we learn at Teleradio. I learn, you learn, we learn at Teleradio.
and while our darkest moments test our dedication, your generation gets the best of education.
Teleradio is always at your service, kaya naman, ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa amin to improve our programs on air and online. Para alam ni teacher yung strengths as well as the things in your mind na mas makatutulong sa mas effective na pagkatuto sa Teleradio. Please take time to send your feedbacks via Teleradio Mu, which you can access by scanning the QR code on the right or typing the URL provided here, bit.ly/3ORVAY9. One more, this time you follow bit.ly/3ORVAY9. Kaya send your hashtag TBH o hashtag RT dito sa Teleradio Mu, kung saan ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa Teleradio.
Makinig, manood na sa Teleradyo. Makinig, manood na sa Teleradyo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Sa gitna ng mapanubok na panahon, magkahatid sa kaakibat ay diskusyon. Sama-sama tayo, kahit magkalayo. Sa programang ito, tiyak ang pagkatuto. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo, Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo, Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.